I hope to find you at your best. It's Richard and back here again, and today we're going to try and make this as short as possible. Sweet, short and simple, if I can. If you're one of those who's got tons of praises and a big fan of the Tsunami 22mm RDA by GeekVape, you've enjoyed the vapor and the flavor that it can produce, then I'm pretty certain you're going to be loving this. I'm going to take a vape right now of it and show you what it can do. Guys, this is the 24mm Tsunami RDA by GeekVape. And people are just loving 24mm devices, and whether it be a mod, a tank, or even an RDA, you get them all in 24, quite a few of them at least, and the trend seems to be catching on. There are manufacturers out there who are providing us the option to choose between a 22mm device or a 24mm device, so it's up to you. And normally they come up with a 22 first and then later on a 24mm device, and one of them nevertheless is GeekVape, whom also without a doubt has been producing quality hardware. Tsunami 24mm RDA by design is exactly spot on the same as the smaller brother, the 22mm version. The only difference that you're going to find is the deck size, which obviously this one is bigger at 24mm, and from my observation I think the 24mm will give you more space to work up more cloud in there and give you better vapor production, and of course easier to build your big coils in there. We'll see it in the close-ups as well. I'm going to take a vape right now. Oh man, nice. Other than that, okay, like I said, nothing is changed. It's the same. Everything is same but different. Okay, you still got the velocity style deck in there and all that, and also the machine oils. They are all over the RDA. It's the same as the 22mm version as well. So I would strongly urge you, if you're buying one of these, to clean out those machining oils in there. You don't want anything else besides e-juice to be going into your lungs. Tell you what, let's go for some close-ups right now. Let's dive down, take a look at the 24mm RDA, the Tsunami RDA by GeekVape. Come back, we'll vape some more, and I'll leave you with my closing thoughts. Catch you later. It comes plastic shrink wrap, and there's a little sticker that says free sample, which I've already broken it up earlier on, just to let you have a look at it. And this is actually sent out to reviewers. So Tsunami 24 RDA at the side here, GeekVape logo, and underneath you've got some description of materials that's in there. Peak insulator, raw material made in USA, hardness of stainless steel 316 set screws at 5558 HRC by 1200 nitrogen surface treatment, what the kit contains, also their website address, scratch and check here, and their logo, certification markings, made in China. You have a picture of the device here showing you how the airflow goes from underneath here at the base, going up, working its way up the Kennedy airflow, and from underneath your coils. That's a special feature of it. And that's about it. So break open those what I call plastic shrink wrap, open up the cover, and you have your spares here, your little screwdriver here. Very nice, very handy. I like these screwdrivers. It's got a Phillip head screws on top, and two different sizes of Allen key. One is bigger, one is smaller, and they're really handy. And you have got spare drip tips here. This is a whiteboard drip tip here, which is threaded on the top here, at the bottom here. So you have to screw it down onto the top cap, and it doesn't have an O-ring to hold it down. Also here you have another drip tip, bigger bore on top, narrows down to a smaller bore at the bottom there, and this is your smaller drip tip for flavor chasing. This one's got a O-ring there, so you can actually use this with your drip tip adapter that's provided in the spares bag, which we'll have a look at afterwards. And you can use this, and you can also use your personal 510 drip tip with the adapter that's provided here. So this is your 510 drip tip adapter here, and also some O-rings, grub screws, and in here you also find this little piece here, which is for your squonk mod. This is the extra hollow positive pin. If you want to use it with your squonk mod here, just want to let you have a look at it. you replace the 510 pin with this, and you can use it with your squonk. You have the device seated in there, right here, which is the black version of the Tsunami RDA. The Tsunami 24 RDA right here in black, and also comes in silver as well, which is the one that I was using. This is the silver version, same thing, different colors. And underneath you have a signature there that says Stellar something. I suppose that's the signature of the designer. And you have a serial number right on top, designed and manufactured by GeekVape. This is a 24mm version, and you want to compare it with the 22mm. That's how it looks side by side, which is a little bit smaller, but everything else is the same. You have your airflow holes at the bottom there. And this one has got the signature, but 22mm doesn't have the signature. The serial number is at the bottom, and I say sample here. You have your drip tip here, conical in shape, smaller bore on top, goes down wider at the base, and this is threaded. Doesn't have an O-ring, so you got to screw it down. And next you'd have the adjustable airflow here, which is a little bit tight. 1, 2, and this allows you single or dual coil build. So if you have a single coil build, then you'd be using this airflow, which opens up one side and the other side is closed up. Yeah, that's for your single build. And this one is a lot tighter in terms of, you know, when you're screwing it down compared to the 22mm version. The top cap is tighter, and it's got a lot of machining oils in there. Alright, so just make sure you clean it out, especially with the stainless steel version that I found so much of machining oils in there. This one's not so bad. That's the top cap for you with your Cyclops airflow hole, and that is the deck with your Kennedy style tubes there for airflow, and your velocity deck grub screws in there. You have drip well, from what I measured, is about 8mm. So I'm just gonna show you. It's about this deep. Yeah. Checking out the 22mm version. You see, this is much easier to play with. You see, and this is much tighter. Alright, so the deck wise, it's the same. Even the depth of the juice well on the 22mm is the same. You get this deep. Okay. The post, same size, exactly the same size. Post holes are the same as well. Everything is the same, except this has got a wider deck now. That means it'll allow you to build, you know, a much bigger coil on it. This has got smaller deck. You'll probably be able to use the hollow pin if you want to use the 22mm, if you have one, to use it on a squonk mod. Okay, I believe it's the same size with the 24. See the size of the pin at the bottom. You probably could use the hollow pin for this smaller version with a squonk mod. Basically just that, the Tsunami engraving still there. Also held on by 2 O-rings. And at the same time, GeekVape has also sent me 2 packets of these coils here that comes with Japanese organic cotton. And this pack is actually staple staggered fused Clapton coil, scratch and check. And these are the coils that you find in there. Of course, you can get these from your vape shops. That's your staple fused Clapton coil there. Alright. And also, the other pack that they've also sent me will be this, which is the Alien Clapton Coil. 10-volt A1 as well, coming up to 0.5 ohms, 26 gauge, 16 gauge, plus 30 gauge, 5 reps. And they've left the extra length for you to do an extra wrap if you'd like to. Nice packaging. And here's your Alien Clapton Coil. So that's it for me. We'll get back topside, we'll vape on it, and we'll talk some more. Like I said, if you're into cloud chasing, you're gonna love this 24mm versus the 22mm. I suppose it's got a bigger chamber, so it'll allow you to build more clouds inside, more vapor, give you better vapor production. Okay, more room to build for sure. You can get those really big coils in there, bigger deck to accommodate all those different type of, you know, Clapton coils that you have nowadays. And a bigger deck, talking about it, means bigger juice well as well. So you've got 24mm in diameter, and compared to the 22, you know, it'll allow you to put in more cotton to soak up your juice, and that means you have a longer vape time before you have to drip it again. No flavor loss. The flavor you get out of this is just as good. Great for your, you know, 26650 mods. It'll look nice and balanced together. Like I've got the VT75 here. It's got a very big diameter there, so it'll look nice and balanced. You don't have something that's big, you know, with a big body and a small head. So this is very nicely balanced up, and it looks great. Okay, con. I can only think of one con, which is the what do you call, machining oils that you have on the RDA. Same with the previous RDA, the Tsunami 22mm. I mean, GeekVape, come on. Those machining oils, so make sure you give it a good scrub, give it a good clean up before you start building and start vaping on it. Last but not least, what you see here, this is a pre-release model that was sent to me, so I've been getting comments that, hey, he's got a clone and things like that. So no, this was sent to me by GeekVape themselves, and the reason why you see this as a clone is because GeekVape intentionally put in whatever they want to do with the packaging and all that to dupe those cloners into making it exactly the same, and then GeekVape comes up with the actual thing. I mean, as in packaging and design, even the logo, colors, they switch it back and forth and things like that. So there you go, got that cleared. One more vape, we'll call this a wrap. Thank you so much for watching, and excuse the fog, and hopefully we're still in focus by the time it clears out. Till the next one, take care, vape safe, and fight for your rights to vape. Bye for now, God bless.